Folks, we're out here. Kids were hollering, "Thompson must go, Thompson must go." We moved across the street over here. Teachers fired up. They're giving thumbs up to the picket. So the bus drivers. Got Harp Arch, the students deserve better. Cali Girl, equal Georgia Nightmare. Thompson must go. Now, we're going to move up here. We want to get off the sidewalk next to the school and get across the street. But once the students have left on the buses, we'll move the picket back up to the corner, and we don't like to block any kind of ingress or egress or whatever. So we're going to move it on back up here to the corner of the school, and pick it from the corner up there. And but you also said there was an incident apparently took place right before you got here, right?
There was, absolutely.
What did the teachers tell you?
Teachers told us there was a teacher that was leaving the school. Before they got out of the school parking lot, there was a brick through their window, and the police tried to arrest the kid, and the principal came over and stopped the arrest, and the kid eventually only got 2 days suspension. So
that's what they tell us. Of course, we don't know that firsthand. We weren't in any meetings, but the teachers told you guys, you and Mr. Barnes, that the kid only got 2 days suspension, for throwing a brick. We're right here with one of the parents. What is your name?
My name's Donisha Boyji.
And tell the audience, the TV audience, we have MACE Live TV, what you just told us at the picket line.
I totally agree with this. My daughter's been going to this school since 6th grade, and along with the No Child Left Behind, this is the only school they have to go to. And my children been getting jumped on from 6th grade. I was here, they got suspended 15 times for them being the victims. And they put it in the paperwork, but I just didn't understand why they got suspended. 6th grade, 7th grade, and they're in the 8th grade. This is the beginning of the school year, and they've already gotten to about 2 or 3 altercations.
So you thinking there's too much violence in the school?
It's too much violence. There's no supervision. And what I always ask them is, how are my children always getting jumped? Why are they always in the middle? Where are the supervision? I don't
we got
think
a couple of signs.
Supervision at this school whatsoever.
This right here says Thompson must go. You agree with that?
I don't even know who she is, to be honest. I just did like Mr. Milstead. I was begging for him to go. I would have had 50 signs out here for Mr. Milstead.
There's too much violence out here.
Too much violence. Too much violence. I agree.
Then Beverly Hall, the superintendent, needs to know this, right?
She do need to know.
Perhaps y'all need to call her, go to the next school board meeting.
You sure do.
Go down there and let your concerns be known. If you have to go down and picket the superintendent.
As a matter of fact, I called Fox 5 because I wanted them to do an investigation. They got a lot of bullying in this school, and they have a lot of. Last year, I had to take my children out the last 15 days because they got jumped on one day after the next, after the next, after the next. So the last 15 days of school, they didn't go. So this is one school that needs to be investigated. It's a lot of bullying.
Harper Archer Middle School in Atlanta, Georgia.
They need to do some kind of. They need to do something about it.
A lot of violence.
And I'm a concerned parent. I come to every PTA meeting that's been canceled. We had one this year yet.
Wow.
Who knows? But I'm always at. As a matter of fact, when I walk in the door, they know exactly who I am.
Now you realize you're speaking on MACE Live TV, correct?
I realize where I'm speaking at. I tried to call Fox 5. Matter of fact, I've left Fox 5 about 5 messages because I literally wanted them to understand that my children are victims of bullying.
Victims of bullying. All in Atlanta public schools where they try to act like no bullying takes place.
They try to act like it's no supervision in this school whatsoever.
You know, we come out on the picket line, they call us crazy.
No.
They think we're crazy, right?
I'm a parent. I'm talking about, matter of fact, Tuesday I left here crying.
Okay.
First of all, I couldn't get no justice in the front office. I had to literally take my statement down to the
central office.
I took it to the school detective office, and I sat in that office about 3 hours, and I broke down to the school detectives about basically what's going on. As soon as you walk into school, it's the attitude. This school need to get it together.
Okay, we thank you very much. We're running out of film. We appreciate you willing to get on MACE Live TV.
No problem.
Okay?
As soon as I seen y'all, I told my sister, I was like, let's go find out what's going on.
Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Y'all have a nice day.
You got a website. Thank you. Right there.
Thank you.
Order's the first law of the universe. I always say that.
Bye-bye.
Peace out.
Okay. Did you have plenty of recording? I hope we haven't run out of film, folks, because you know what? There's always something happening when MACE comes to your school. See, it started off, we thought they might be hiding something here. Mr. Cochran, right down here, David Cochran, and Mr. Barnes behind the camera. Can you turn around and show yourself there, Ben Barnes?
Right.
Let me tell you something. Came to this school, and the principal apparently just didn't want them to be able to see the teachers. Now, teacher unions, educational associations, whatever you want to call it, have been coming in, signing in at the end of the day when teachers are no longer teaching and talking to their association or unions for time immemorial. And all of a sudden, I think they're scared of MACE. I think they think MACE is going to shed the light on stuff going on, folks. And you know what? MACE will shed the light on it. We love to shed the light on junk that's going on in school. This parent said that she's had her kids jumped on so many times and nothing's done. She's so fed up. We said, stop the violence right here at Harper Archer High at middle school. And I'll tell you one thing, folks. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep on agitating. We're not going to equivocate. We're not going to vacillate. MACE is going to let folks know what's going on in the school buildings. You got, is there such word as thuggerism? I'm going to make it up then, but that word. There's thuggerism all in the schools. You got bullies all in the schools. You got, now I'm not just talking about the principals, I'm talking about the students too. I thought I was going to say the students, but so many times it's the administration who are acting like bullies and thugs. And that permeates the building. You can't have good learning conditions until you first have good teaching conditions. As Mr. Haynes always says, order is the first law of the universe. If you don't first have order, it doesn't matter what the curriculum is. And that starts with Arn Duncan up there in Washington, D.C., trying to be the U.S. Secretary of Education, never even been a school teacher. Never has even been a school teacher. He's a quack. He's a quack. And I think some of these superintendents around here are educational hypocrites. I think Beverly Hall right here in the city of Atlanta is an educational hypocrite. I think, what's that guy, that one we call him a candy ass superintendent, because they don't want to process a grievance over in the cab, like they're scared of MACE doing a grievance. Crawford Lewis, yeah, I think he's an educational hypocrite. I think that crazy, I won't say crazy, strike back on the record, but I think some of his actions are crazy. That guy, Sachs, Mark Elgard, I think he's an educational hypocrite. He ought to be over here investigating this school. He ought to be investigating the Cobb County School Board when apparently they just followed the advice of their school board attorneys and had 57 illegal meetings up there behind closed doors. Why didn't he investigate that? What about all the cheating that took place in Atlanta that we know has been cheating? What about all the cheating that takes place in Atherton Elementary School and apparently at King High School and all these places in DeKalb County? And where are you, Mark Elgart? Mark Elgart's not around. They picked on little old Clayton County. Now, that's right. They all must go down in Clayton County, but I think they're just going to use Clayton County. You know, in nearly 40 years, they never defrocked the school system. They said, you know, we can't go 100 years without defrocking the school system, because then no one would give us any credibility. They saw a golden opportunity because, you know, a couple of board members over there actually invited them down. Now, does that make sense? Rod Johnson, who I understand he's not even in Clayton anymore, Erica Davis, chairman of the board, invited Sachs down, like sell the school system down the river. So anyway, folks, we're on the picket line over here. This is Darryl Plenty right here, field director, Cali Girl equals Georgia Nightmare. And this is David Cochran right down here, membership director. Field reps right here, Tom Thug Berry, Chief Operating Officer, Norris Haynes, Dr. Violence. I'm Chairman of the Board, Dr. John Trotter. And this is Ben Barnes. Let me have that camera, Ben, put that camera, because Ben's our pretty boy at the picket line. He said he's been sick all week. But Ben said, no, I got to come back out to the picket, get in the sunshine over. We got to get that. He said, I got to have some good looking, he said, we have to have some good looking folks at the picket line. He said, now all y'all ugly, let me get out there. He's been sick all week, but he got better today. And he said, oh, about time, Cotman must go. Cotman is the executive director, right, of school reform team, so-called school reform team 4. I think it's about time she goes too, right?
There you go.
And it's located right over here next door to the Harper Archer Middle School. Over and out, folks. Over and out.